President Trump has put COVID treatments on center stage as the odd-sounding medicines used in the process are getting better name recognition than some political candidates this season. And there's a long list connected to the president.
CDC put out this data that anybody who is older in the 70s or in the 80s, when they get COVID, they have a much higher chance of having complications.
Dr. Chaitanya Mandapakula, called Dr. Chai, is medical director for lung disease at St. Elizabeth. He's been treating COVID patients since the beginning and says the whole process is constantly evolving.
Even the way the medications have been authorized, like few months back, remdesivir was only authorized if someone needed oxygen. Now remdesivir is authorized even if you are on room air.
Doctors treating the president say he's taken remdesivir, also an antibody cocktail called RGN-CoV-2, and a steroid, dexamethasone. Doctors here have been using steroids under certain circumstances.
Steroids have been a major game changer in the treatment profile if you end up needing oxygen or if there is a lot of inflammation in the body.
But there are side effects to every medication. Dr. David Lowe with HealthPoint says treatments can walk a fine line.
Remember that there are risks with any treatment, and you don't want to overtreat because of the risk of the treatment.
As doctors with the highest profile case in the country work to make sure the prescription for the president is not a prescription for disaster.
Yeah, now one thing the doctors we talked to agree on is that the treatments now are much better than they were even just a few months ago. Reporting live, Brian Hemrick, WLWT News 5.
Now, Brian, some of these treatments have been associated with what would seem to be much more severe cases of COVID. What does that mean when we see the president taking them?
Yeah, Stephen, some are saying maybe it means that the president had a more severe case than was made public. Others, or some doctors are actually saying maybe they're just throwing everything they have at him in their arsenal. It's really a debatable point, and probably the only ones who could really answer that are the doctors that are treating him. Stephen?
All right, we expect to see the president leave that hospital around 6:30. Brian Hammer reporting live for us tonight. Brian, thank you.